initiated the conversation, then what is that telling the man? In a man's point of view, if a female that you just started talking to,
That's what I'm saying.
if she initiates a bedroom conversation, she said yes. What he said, did he open the door for that picture? Right. Did she initiate it and say, "Hey, let's talk about this," or did he initiate it? Because that's important too.
You said she initiated, right?
No, she didn't know. She never said which one of them initiated. She said if they started talking about basic bedroom stuff. It didn't get deep because she wasn't trying to go there. So I don't know if she said, "Hey, what do you think?" She said, "Agree, not appropriate." She said, "Hey, I don't know if she said, 'Hey, what do you think about?'" And so if she opened up the conversation to the bedroom talk, was that a negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inappropriate.
Okay, so from a woman's point of view, from a man's point of view, when a woman opens up a conversation about bedroom stuff early on in the dating scene, what is going on in a man's mind? Most men's mind, you think? Because that's important. That's important.
If she opened up and if she initiated it, then what goes on in his head is that maybe she loose. Maybe she's a little loose, or maybe she's kind of open with her sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after a week and you talking like that.
Okay, she did not initiate it.
Okay, well, if she didn't initiate it,
So she made that clear.
if she didn't initiate it and it just came up, I don't see how.
So, okay, so she said also that would tell me a
see-
lot where someone stands, self-respect, and also, okay, so disclosure, she did not initiate it.
Okay, she didn't
Okay,
initiate it.
he initiated it, and that's probably why she wanted to get off the phone because she wasn't trying to go there. So he initiated the conversation. He made her ask.
So you mean to tell me we on the phone and we having a regular conversation about whatever, about getting together, relationship, whatever,
Right.
and I'm on the other end pleasuring myself?
No, he probably initiated the conversation by saying something like, what are your thoughts on, on sex? Are you a sexual person? Because that's a lot of times, a lot of those conversations are opened up by asking, are you a sexual person? Do you prefer to wait? Which is very common.
So it wasn't no engage of
No.
back and forth.
She said he initiated the conversation. She opened it up. That's why she said it was a basic conversation. And then she said she ended up ending it because he must have been trying to go deep a little bit. So as they were ending it, his phone dropped. And that's when she saw that he had his hand on his private part and he's pleasuring himself. And so it made her, and then she said, I guess that didn't even trigger, she said, so that didn't even trigger, that triggered a little concern, I think, to her because, but then the next morning,
That should trigger a lot of concern.
right? It was a concern to her but then the next morning, he sent a video of himself.
Wow, that's.
So I'm thinking like this, I was thinking he just won. Okay. So he's very comfortable with sending pics and sending intimate videos. My thing is that he's 44, 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the world would a 44, 45-year-old be sending?
He may have an issue.
Oh, he definitely has a sexual issue.
He might have an issue.
From a woman's point of view, if a man is sending pictures that early in the game, sending at that age at all, unless we're there, it's disrespectful. I feel disrespected. I feel insulted, because I feel like you got this picture of me, this label of me, that's okay. Would you send that to somebody that trying to really court?
See, I'm gonna tell you though.
Or is he just that comfortable with his sexuality to where he don't think it's a big deal?
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate 'cause I don't know.
Okay.
It's a real life thing, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna be sensitive to whoever. But you got to be careful on how you present yourself to people.
Just snatch and creeper, block him fast. He has zero respect for her or himself. I agree.
And yeah, and
I do.
I get it, but I'm just saying. But when you present yourself,
Also, where they stand with Jesus. Yeah, that's right, Kelly. I agree too.
when you present yourself a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some people feel comfortable. The reason why did he feel comfortable? Excusing the part of him having a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But why did he feel comfortable enough to do something like that?
Maybe insecure because he did not know how to. Yeah.
What?
Insecurity. Maybe he had a glow up, and he just, think that much of himself to where it's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
She she said she had a bonnet on, so she was very comfortable
No.
and wasn't trying to. She said she wasn't trying to initiate it,
How did they meet? Where did they
through her
meet?
friend.
Through a friend.
Yeah.
And they met each other. They seen each other before. I'm talking about in person.
Yes.
They have.
Yeah, she's seen him. He's seen her,
And after
and they FaceTime.
so after a week of her meeting him, her talking to him on the phone, they having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and then he doing that.
Right. And she said they were having good conversation. It wasn't,
It must have been good conversation.
Yeah.
But what was the conversation is what's missing. Unless he